Okay, today I'm speaking to you about how to get over a broken heart. And these are tips that really actually work and a process that you kind of need to go through. So while falling in love is like one of the most wonderful feelings that you'll ever know. And getting over falling in love and having a broken heart can be one of the hardest, most difficult things to experience and to go through and to actually learn how to deal with. But as the old adage says, I'd rather love and to lost than never have loved at all. So always keep that in mind. So there's various different reasons that you may have your heart broken. But and although this is a very difficult time and it's very hard to get over a broken heart, it ultimately makes you stronger and able to take something from it, learn it, and rebuild your life where you're able to love again. And that's the whole point, right? So I'm going to give you some tips on how to get over a broken heart. First off, you need to accept the reality that you have a broken heart. And in my terms, you need to mourn that loss, whatever it may be. Most people go through this experience and they're not able to ever truly, or at first aren't able to accept the fact that they are actually going through something that's hard, or a crisis, or it's something devastating. And being in love and then losing somebody or having a broken heart, it is very traumatic. So just accept the fact that you are going through something, and allow yourself some time to deal with it, and then take that time to deal with it and mourn it, and then move on. Because your failure to accept the fact that it actually happened, or that your heart is broken and that you got hurt, makes it very, very difficult to fix it. So you should not try to hold on to things that you have no control over and that are gone, and just learn to let them go. I know that's easier said than done, but also it is what it is. And so the sooner you accept it, the sooner you can move on. And another thing is, don't blame yourself completely for what happened, or don't make it all your responsibility. You need to take ownership for what you did, and then get right with it, and then move on. Don't start playing the blame game, and whatever you do, don't start remembering all the good times, because our minds have a way of remembering good stuff when it's convenient, and forgetting the bad, and then we remember the bad stuff and forget the good stuff when it's convenient. So just remember, you got to take a hold and an authority of your mind. You also need to make peace with what happened, and I call this forgiveness. You don't have to forget, but it is pretty much inevitable that you have to forgive. So holding on to negative resentment and strife and all of that will only cause you more hurt, and it's not hurting that person, it's only hurting you. They're gone. So stop living in the past and start looking towards the future, the good future that you'll have. And remember that everything that happens in your life is a lesson that we learn. And then also, the next thing is it's very difficult not to be depressed, feel responsible and down, and doubt yourself and doubt your mind and what you were thinking and how could this happen and whatever. But it is very important that you make every attempt to renew that mind and get out of that place, because if you stay in depression too long, you may get stuck there. So the best thing, or the best thing you should do, is make sure you surround yourself with friends and family and relatives and whatnot, because whatever you do not want to shut yourself away from the outside world. That is the worst thing you can do, because that'll just make you even more alone, and you don't want that. So make a sincere effort to reach out to people and do things that you used to do, or that you normally do, that make you happy, that please you. Make sure that you stay in touch with people though too, because they are your support system, and they can provide you a much needed shoulder to cry on. Trust me. So, and the next thing is, learn to take care of yourself. This is a time, when you're going through hurt, that you need to realize that you are special, and that you are good, and that you are important. And so you need to take care of you instead of depending on somebody else to take care of you, because that's not there anymore. So you need to learn how to love yourself, take care of yourself. And, give your mind and body time to recover, because that is the good way to do that, or, you know, is by taking care, you know, loving yourself and treating yourself to, you know, nice things and making yourself feel good. You know, it's a renewal of mind and body and spirit. And you have to start giving yourself little treats every time you have a little success. Like every time you go through a whole day and you don't think about it, then, you know, treat yourself with something. You know, reward yourself, and, you know, reward will bring you closer to getting over it and being healed. And healing is the, you know, what we're trying to get to. And then, you know, just know that you have to give yourself time and patience, because these things aren't, it is something that's traumatic, and it is an experience that it's going to be hard. I'm not sitting here saying it's going to be easy. So you need to start trying to, I'm not saying you need, but try to rebuild your life and look forward to the experience of something new and fresh. And another last thing that I would recommend is, don't worry about jumping into another relationship so fast. You don't need a relationship to be who you are and be the great and wonderful, exciting and beautiful person that you are. You know, you find out who you are. Take this time that you're alone and with this broken heart, and while you're healing, or, you know, doing that healing process, really, you know, maybe get into a discovery process of who you are and why it didn't work, and not like dwelling on the past, but, you know, what you love to do, and staying focused and finding yourself again, you know, and because you want to put yourself in a healthy, wholesome place so that you can love again and start it all over. And, you know, there's no guarantees in life, and everything happens for a reason. So learn from this experience and look forward to future experiences and the wonderful feeling of love that you will soon have all over again. Thanks for listening, and until next time.